All right, this is an SAT practice question. It's a level 3 in my opinion. Not because it's that difficult, but because there's more steps you've got to do. All right, so store A sells raspberries for $5.50 a pint, blackberries for 3 a pint. B is $6.50 a pint, blackberries $8 a pint. A certain purchase would cost $37 at A and 66 at B. How many pints of blackberries are in this purchase? So I think the difficult thing with this is realizing that these two stores are related in a way of how you set up the equations. And it's really not clear that that's the way it is, but that's the way you have to assume with these. Just kind of see this as an obvious algebra equation. So you've got two stores, which means two equations. So if you have two equations, two unknowns, you can solve it. So here's what you do. Store A is 5.5 per pint for raspberries. So I'll do 5.5 R plus $3 for blackberries. So I'll do 3B equals, and that's what you get right there. All right. Then the second store B is 6.50 R plus $8 for blackberries. And that's going to equal 66. Now it wants to know how many pints of blackberries, and that's the key here. So you can solve for B or you can solve for R. And here's what I'm going to do. And I hesitate a little bit, but this is the way my brain works. I got to have nice even numbers. I'm going to get rid of the 3 and the 8. So to solve two equations, two unknowns, I'm going to get rid of these by adding or subtracting the equations. I'm going to multiply this top one by 8 and this bottom one by 3. You could go directly and solve for the blackberries, but to me, it's just going to more issues, but you could. All right, now I'm going to multiply this top equation by 8, and I'll show you what happens. All right, using a calculator, 8 times 5.5R is 44R. All right, plus 8 times 3B is 24B. 8 times 37 is 296. Now I'll multiply 3 times all of this. So 3 times 6.5 is 19.5R using your calculator. 3 times 8B is 24B equals 3 times 66 is 198. All right, now I'm going to subtract the top minus the bottom. 44 minus 19.5 is 24.5R. These go bye-bye. 24 minus 24 is 0. 296 minus 198 is 98. I'm going to divide by 24.5. So I get R equals 4. Now you're tempted to put D, but that's raspberries. We got to find blackberries. So I'm going to substitute into one of the equations. So I'm going to say 5.5 R plus 3B equals 37. And I'm going to take the R and I'm going to substitute it in. And when I do that, I get 5.5 times 4 equals, and I get 22. So I get 22 plus 3B equals 37. Now I'm going to subtract the 37 minus 22. I'm going to subtract 22 by both sides, and I get 15. And 3B equals 15, so B is equal to 5. So it's C.